You misunderstood. 50 Shades of Grey. 50 Shades of Grey by E. L. James is a contemporary romance novel that explores the intense and complicated relationship between a shy college student, Anastasia Steele, and a wealthy, emotionally guarded businessman, Christian Grey. At its core, the story revolves around themes of love, control, power, and emotional vulnerability. The main conflict lies in whether Anna can accept Christian's unconventional lifestyle, and whether Christian can open himself up to genuine emotional intimacy. The story begins with Anastasia, Anna, Steele, a literature student who agrees to interview the mysterious billionaire Christian Grey for her roommate's college newspaper. From their very first meeting, there is an undeniable tension between them. Christian is intense, controlled, and enigmatic, while Anna is inexperienced, curious, and somewhat naive. Despite their differences, Christian becomes intrigued by Anna's innocence and authenticity. He begins pursuing her, introducing her to a luxurious lifestyle filled with expensive gifts, fine dining, and private helicopter rides. However, it quickly becomes clear that Christian is not interested in a conventional romantic relationship. Instead, he presents Anna with a contract, one that outlines a dominant-submissive relationship. Christian desires control, structure, and boundaries, rooted in his past trauma and need for order. Anna, though intrigued, is conflicted. She is drawn to Christian emotionally and physically, but uncomfortable with the strict rules and emotional distance he demands. As their relationship develops, Anna tries to understand Christian's world. She meets his family, sees glimpses of his vulnerability, and learns about his troubled past, including childhood neglect and formative experiences that shaped his need for control. The relationship intensifies as Anna negotiates her boundaries. She questions the contract, challenges Christian, and pushes him emotionally, something no one has done before. This creates tension between them, as Christian struggles to maintain control while also feeling something deeper for Anna. The climax of the story comes when Anna asks Christian to show her the full extent of his lifestyle. She wants to understand what she is agreeing to, not just intellectually, but emotionally and physically. Christian complies, but the experience is overwhelming and painful for Anna. This moment becomes a turning point. Anna realizes that what Christian wants may not align with what she needs emotionally. She craves love, connection, and equality, while Christian remains trapped in his patterns of control and detachment. In the end, Anna makes the difficult decision to leave Christian. Despite her feelings for him, she chooses self-respect and emotional well-being over a relationship that she feels could harm her. The story closes on a bittersweet note, with both characters deeply affected by their time together but unable, at least for now, to reconcile their differences. At a deeper level, 50 Shades of Grey is not just about romance or sexuality, it's about emotional growth, trauma, and the complexity of human relationships. One of the central ideas of the book is the tension between control and vulnerability. Christian Grey uses control as a defense mechanism. His structured lifestyle and dominant personality are ways to protect himself from emotional pain. Anna, on the other hand, represents openness and emotional honesty. The story asks an important question: can love truly exist without vulnerability? Another key theme is the idea of personal boundaries. Anna's journey is not about changing Christian, it's about understanding herself. She learns what she can and cannot accept, and ultimately chooses to prioritize her emotional needs. The book also explores the impact of past trauma. Christian's behavior is shaped by his early life experiences, suggesting that unresolved pain can deeply influence adult relationships. Ultimately, the message of the novel is that love alone is not enough. For a relationship to work, there must be mutual respect, emotional compatibility, and a willingness to grow.
If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow.
Major themes. 1. Power and control. Power dynamics are at the heart of the novel. Christian seeks control in every aspect of his life, business, relationships, and even emotions. His dominance is not just about desire, but about maintaining order in a chaotic inner world. Anna challenges this dynamic. She refuses to fully submit, questioning Christian's authority and forcing him to confront his own limitations. 2. Love versus desire. The relationship begins with physical attraction, but gradually evolves into something deeper, at least from Anna's perspective. The tension lies in whether Christian can move beyond desire to genuine emotional connection. 3. Innocence versus experience. Anna's innocence contrasts sharply with Christian's experience. This dynamic creates both attraction and conflict. Anna's fresh perspective allows her to see through Christian's defenses, while Christian introduces her to a new world. 4. Trauma and healing. Christian's past is central to his character. His emotional distance and need for control are rooted in trauma. The novel suggests that healing is possible, but only if one is willing to confront the past. Characters and their meaning. Anastasia Steele. Anna represents growth, self-discovery, and emotional courage. She starts as uncertain and inexperienced, but gradually becomes more confident in her values and decisions. She is not just a passive character, she actively shapes the relationship by questioning, resisting, and ultimately walking away. Christian Grey. Christian symbolizes control, repression, and unresolved trauma. Despite his wealth and success, he is emotionally fragile. His character highlights the idea that external success does not equal internal peace. He must learn to let go of control in order to experience real intimacy. Symbols in the novel. The contract. The contract symbolizes control and limitation. It represents Christian's attempt to define and restrict the relationship, turning something emotional into something transactional. Anna's resistance to the contract reflects her desire for authenticity and emotional freedom. The Red Room of Pain. This room is a physical manifestation of Christian's inner world, structured, controlled, and hidden from others. It represents both his desires and his emotional barriers. Grey's wealth. Christian's wealth symbolizes power and control, but also isolation. His luxurious lifestyle creates distance between him and others, reinforcing his emotional detachment. The ending of 50 Shades of Grey is intentionally emotional and unresolved. Broken heart, what actually happens? Anna decides to leave Christian after realizing that his version of a relationship does not align with her emotional needs. She cannot accept a dynamic based purely on control and detachment. Christian, in turn, is unable, at this point, to change. He is confronted with the possibility of losing Anna, but remains trapped in his patterns. Thinking face why it happens. The breakup is not due to a lack of love, but a lack of compatibility. Anna wants emotional intimacy, equality, and love. Christian wants control, structure, and emotional distance. Their needs are fundamentally different at this stage of their lives. Magnifying glass tilted left, what the ending means. Interpretation 1, self-respect over love. Anna's decision represents personal growth. She chooses herself over a relationship that could harm her. This reinforces the idea that love should not come at the cost of one's identity or well-being. Interpretation 2, the beginning of change. The ending also sets the stage for transformation. Christian's loss may become the catalyst for growth. Sometimes, losing something important is the only way to realize what truly matters. Speech balloon quote 1. I don't make love. I fuck hard. Meaning. This line reveals Christian's emotional detachment. For him, intimacy is physical, not emotional. It highlights his fear of vulnerability and connection. Speech balloon quote 2. I want more. I want your love. Meaning. Anna expresses her core desire, emotional intimacy. This quote captures the central conflict of the novel, the difference between physical desire and emotional connection. Speech balloon quote 3. You're not what I expected. Meaning. Christian's fascination with Anna stems from her unpredictability. She challenges his worldview and forces him to confront emotions he has long suppressed. Speech balloon quote 4. I can't do this. Meaning. This moment marks Anna's turning point. It represents her realization that love alone cannot sustain a relationship without mutual understanding and respect. 50 Shades of Grey is often seen as a controversial romance, but beneath its surface lies a deeper story about emotional boundaries, personal growth, and the struggle between control and vulnerability. It challenges the idea of what love should look like and asks whether two people with fundamentally different needs can truly find common ground. In the end, the novel reminds us of something important. Real love requires not just passion, but understanding, respect, and the courage to change.
Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more exciting discoveries.